What is going on, guys? It's the Mad Dragon. It's a Monday, and that can mean only one thing. We're going to be checking out the world rankings to see what has shifted up due to those awesome games on the weekend going on in the World Cup and elsewhere in the world. So there's a couple of other games going on outside the World Cup as well. And then afterwards, we're going to check out the superbru results, go over your guys' predictions, see who did the best, and then moving on to the fantasy team and talking about the team of the week and see who comes out on top at the end of the pool stage. If you enjoyed this one, make sure to leave it a like, and of course to keep up to date with all the latest videos as we go on through the quarterfinals and beyond, make sure to hit that subscribe button. So starting out then with the world rankings, of course some big games going on this week. The favourites tend to have won this round, you know, going into it. The higher ranked teams seem to beat the lower ranking teams. England got very close to losing to Samoa. That one was a much tighter game than I expected. Of course, Ireland beat Scotland, but that first to fifth difference still quite a lot. To the point that if you actually go back to last week, you can see they were on 93.79, and getting that win over Scotland nets them nothing. 0 points. You know, a big game to overcome. Rank 1 versus round 5. Still netting Ireland nothing in that one. France coming away with their win sees them hold in second place. New Zealand getting their win, holding out in fourth. Wales getting their win over Georgia sees them holding seventh. The only movers then we have to talk about in the top 10 are right down near the bottom here. Fiji losing to Portugal. What a great game of rugby that was. I've really enjoyed the rugby this weekend. It's been a great weekend just for your neutral watchers to enjoy some of the other games going on. A massive game by Portugal, but unfortunately for Fiji, big loss of points for them. So we'll drop down from 8th down to 10th. Argentina also got their win over Japan. So Argentina climbed from 9th up to 8th, and Australia climbed from 10th up to 9th, even though Australia are now out of the World Cup, and Fiji go on to the quarterfinals. Amazing what changes up in these rankings compared to what's going on in the world of rugby. Portugal then, of course, got that win over Fiji. They climbed from 16th up to 13th. What a massive jump for them. Portugal, the team that, in all honesty, I knew nothing about going into this tournament, has now overtaken the likes of Georgia, Samoa, and Tonga. That is a big achievement for them. Congratulations to all the Portugal subscribers. Don't know if we have any, but that'd be fun if we did. Georgia, Samoa, and Tonga all dropping down one place because Portugal leaping up the board there. Romania with their loss dropped down into 20th. Spain climbing from 20th up to 19th. Elsewhere in the world, I believe there's some other stuff going on in these other games that I still haven't been able to catch. There's been a lot of rugby going on our TV screens recently. Finland climbing up from 73rd up to 71st. Guam, Peru, Algeria, and Botswana all jumping up, and Denmark dropped down from 71 to 77. So I'm guessing what's happened here is Finland have beaten Denmark in a game I didn't know was going on, and of course in doing so means Denmark has dropped down. All those teams climb up the board, but Serbia remaining in 72nd. And elsewhere in the world, doesn't look like a lot else going on in terms of shaking it up. So a lot of big wins this week, but not a lot of shifting around to talk about. The most big shift though is going to be that Fiji-Portugal game. But of course, Fiji still going on now to the quarterfinals. If they can get some wins in the quarterfinals, they can climb their way back up the board. Because of course, their quarter final is Fiji versus 6th place England at the minute. So certainly some big points to potentially gain there. But Ireland still looking ever present out in that first place, still holding that #1 spot. In terms of the superbru then, our prediction rounds, nobody getting the Grand Slam bonus point this week. It's like the exact opposite of what we got to see last week, where so many people got it. This week, no one. Everyone being caught up by at least one game. Some tough old picks in this round. I didn't do particularly well. I got quite a lot of red. I got a couple of match points here and there, but that Portugal game threw me off. So starting out there, New Zealand versus Uruguay. The New Zealand did much better than I thought. I said New Zealand by 44. I thought Uruguay would put up a bit of a fight for this one. New Zealand taking that one all day long on that 73 mark. Anyone get it bang on? Two people did. Milan and Etai getting it bang on 73. A couple of people getting very close there on 74, 75. No one went for 72, interestingly. Would have also missed out by a point there, but congratulations to the both of you for getting it bang on. France versus Italy. I thought, again, maybe this one would be closer. I still thought a comfortable France win, but a difference of 53 at the end of it. My God, that was a lot more than I was expecting. I said 29. Some of you guys went really high. You thought up into the 80s. That would have been a lot of confidence going on there. Cicino apparently got a DNQ for something. Don't know what's going on there. Only one person, though, getting it bang on. Jules comes in there on the 53, so get your half bonus point and your one full bonus point. That's a lot in this predictors, because a lot of the times multiple people are picking the same score. So Jules getting the 1 point there. Brilliant job. Did anyone go for Italy? Out of curiosity, one person. Rich thought Italy. Maybe going to come with a bit of an upset for this one. The only person standing out there, though. Wales versus Georgia. Wales took this one by 24. I said by 22. I was only 2 points away at the end of it. A lot of people thought maybe a bit of a higher Wales win. Where you wanted to be then. A lot of people were getting this bang on. Big Brain Kian alongside of Tonderai, Analytical, Lewis Young, and Seri 2 taking that final spot on the 24s. No one went for 23, interestingly. Quite a few people did join me, though, on the 22. Looks like a lot of people got that half bonus point. Did anyone think maybe Georgia going for the upset? A couple of people, actually. Be Worthy and Rec79 thought maybe Georgia going to repeat what happened, of course, last year in November. But Wales having a much, well, I was going to say a much better performance. To be honest, it wasn't a great performance. A lot of things not necessarily going right for them, but a good scoreline. Let's put it that way by the end of it. England, Samoa. Oh boy, what a game this one was to watch. I didn't do a review video on this game. I expected England to take this one a little bit more comfortably. I said England by 15, England by 1. And a lot of people, I think, got caught out by this score, because Samoa brought a great game. Look how high everyone went. Everyone into the double figures very easily there. All the way down here is where you wanted to be. Andre and Richie Burney splitting this one. Both went for England by 5. You guys get to split the bonus point because you got the right team, even though technically JSH Dow is closer on the 2 points, but picked the wrong team. But Jush Dow, I'm going to hopefully get that pronunciation correct. You do get a half bonus point for being within 5. So taken away from that one. 4 people went for Samoa, actually, and my God, it could have been. Looked like the way it was actually going. Had one of those tries been allowed, that of course they got disallowed and things not going right for them. My God, big points could have been coming your way. Ireland versus Scotland then. Ireland took this one a little bit more comfortably than I was expecting. I thought Scotland would come out the blocks for this one, but a really solid overall performance by Ireland. I said by 12. Eventually they took it by 22. Looks like people didn't go that high, actually. I thought maybe some people would think more for Ireland. I thought I was playing a little bit tactically. But where you wanted to be, Milan comes in there once again on Ireland by 22. Again, I don't know why. Cicino's got a DNQ for the bonus point. I don't really know why or what that means. I haven't even got a warning symbol. Maybe it's awarded you. Maybe that's a graphical glitch. But well done to Cicino and Milan for picking that one out correctly. Now, a lot of people were talking a lot of positive things about Scotland. Someone called me delusional for saying I thought Ireland would win this one in the comment section. So let's see how many people went for Scotland. A few people went for Scotland. Thought maybe a bit of an upset on the cards, but maybe not quite as many points to see them qualify as what some people were thinking. Looking all the way down there. There's Connor. That's the one I wanted to see. Connor, of course, a great rugby YouTuber, but also a Scotland supporter. Wanted to see, would he stick with his own predictions, or would he lean more towards, we've got to favour Scotland for this one. Unfortunately, not going your way. Be Worthy going out there wide. Going all the way out there, though. Be Worthy thinking, my God, 21 to Scotland. Thought maybe they were going to have an absolutely awesome performance, but Ireland just doing a little bit too good in that game. Japan versus Argentina. I said Argentina by 10. They took it by 12, so I got my half bonus point as well. A few people went for Japan. Thought maybe the Japanese team were going to relive something from that 2019 World Cup and get through to those quarterfinals. A lot of people getting the half bonus point. I don't think anyone was necessarily going to think this would go up to mega points. Wow, a lot of people splitting this one. Henry, Big Brain, Capty Zero Town, Yippee Try A, Mark Dunphy, Mayer, Alex M, Milan, once again, I'm reading that name in every single one of these games, Nostradive and R.O. Water, all splitting that bonus point by 0.25 between the lot of you. I've got a feeling Milan's going to be pretty high this round, because it seems to be getting all those big picks. Tonga versus Romania. Tonga took this one by 21. I thought maybe a little bit more from them. They had a good first half. They just sort of fell off a little bit in that second half, and Romania took full advantage of it. So I didn't get my half bonus point. I was only out by 3 points from my half bonus point. A lot of people thought Tonga by quite a lot. Oh, a lot of people thought Tonga by quite a lot. Dropping down where you wanted to be then. Stone Hornet. That's a cool name. And Pierre taking this one. Bang on 21 points, splitting that half bonus point between the both of you there. Did anyone pick Romania? 3 people thought maybe an upset on the cards. I wasn't feeling that confident in Romania. Dojoba there. Had some great picks in the past. Went for Romania by 18. Thought maybe they knew something the rest of us didn't. But Tonga being able to hold out that game. And then finally, Fiji versus Portugal, the Grand Slam killer. That's what I'm going to call this one. If you didn't get one wrong previously, I imagine this is the one that you did. I said Fiji by 18, nowhere near. Everyone who backed Fiji's got this one wrong. Let's see if anyone picked Portugal. As we scroll down, nobody picked Portugal, but 2 of you guys, Armand and Scare, did manage to get your half bonus point for at least being within 5. So at least you took something away from this round. Nobody going for Portugal, and therefore nobody getting that bonus point this round. In terms of the round as a whole then, well, I mean, there's a name we've said plenty, right? Milan taking this one on that top spot. 7 from 8, as I'm sure quite a few people did in this round. But along with the 1.5 match bonus and the 1.75 bonus, taking you out onto 10.25. Still a very good round, especially with no Grand Slam bonus point. Jules, another name we've said throughout this video, coming in second place on 9.5. Tondarai comes in on 9.25. Big Brain joining you on 9.25. You guys just split by that difference, so a top 3 spot for both of you guys. Cicino comes in on 9, starting off on the 9. Actually, my boyfriend made me do this. Footeasy and Pierre all taking that 9th spot as well. Henry, R.O. Water, Cabby Zero, Town, Lewis Young, and Analytical all joint on 8.75 as well. So that, like, 8th through 12th spot, all joint on your overall points, but that TDM, of course, separating you guys out as well. I have a bit of a scroll down, so of course everyone can see their name and what have you. Where's me? I'm all the way down here. I still got 7 from 8. I got 1 point overall for my 2 match bonus point, making me finish on 8. A lot of people joining me on the 8 points. Who's starting us off? Yubi Trier starts off just below the 8 points on the 7.75. A lot of people looks like they get the 7.5 this round. Scrolling down, few people getting 7. I can see now a couple of these, 6 picks correctly. A lot of people maybe going for Japan and Fiji. Maybe the ones going wrong. And then all the way down there, we'll move on quickly to the second page, nice and quick. My God, I think there's more people joining this as the tournament's going on. I don't remember the list being quite this long before. But all the way down to the bottom there, a lot of people getting 0 this round, getting 0 from 0, maybe not getting your picks in time. But Feel the Burn, unfortunately, Feel the Burn getting the 1 point, but only picking 1 game. So you know what, 100%. But unfortunately, the point's not going your way. In terms of the leaderboard, then, what is shifting up? Alex M climbs from 3rd into 1st place on 47 points. Fantastic score there. Yippee Trier, though, has actually got 2 more correct than you. Got 37 games correct over the course of the round so far. That is quite exceptional, to be fair. All these high 30s. That is wild. I think we've had like 40 games so far. So 37, 35, 36. There's a lot of very, very bang on calls in this one. Big Brain climbs up 5 places up to 3rd place. Just Gaz up into 4th place on 46. Just behind, actually. Look at that. 46.08 compared to just 46. Aza Matt, unfortunately, doing so well in previous rounds, dropping down 4 places into 5th. Chachino and Tha 11 hold 6th and 7th. Cersari 2 drops down 2 places into 8th. Gobi 59 dropping down 6 places into 9th place. And Yinya Jones holding out that 10th position. There's your top 10, guys. We'll have a bit of a scroll down. There is our winner of the round, Milan, climbing 18 places up into 16th. Maybe. Where's top 10? 44.33, so only a point down, really. There's the chance for some of these people to get back into that top 10 by the end of this tournament, absolutely. We'll check for any other big switches round. Jules climbing 16 places there. A couple of people dropping down. Bears Gamer there, still holding out 28th, of course, another YouTuber. Connor drops down 22. Sambuca dropping down 11. Not getting the picks this week. Rex 79, unfortunately dropping down 28 places. A couple of people climbing up. Mystic Tom climbed 8 and Mayor up 7, so well done to you guys. Nizzy and Izzy Rude both climbing up 10. As we scroll down a little bit quicker, because I do know these videos are getting on a little bit longer. I'm looking forward to next round when there's not quite as many games to cover. We'll hopefully be able to go through them a little bit quicker. as we just keep going down towards the bottom. There's Feel the Burn, got our wooden spoon this round. A lot of people, unfortunately, still dropping down. And then, of course, unfortunately, a few people not getting their picks in every week and what have you, down to Alfie Brez down the bottom there. But congratulations to Milan on taking this round, and to Alex M for taking over the top spot as we get into the quarter-finals. Moving on to the fantasy then. Still big points up for grabs. You can see those grey bars once again. I'm kind of hoping now that we're into the quarterfinals, those grey bars will shrink right down. There'll be a few more competitive ones. I had an okay round this round. I still had a couple of good picks, but still not getting near that top spot. Sparky Spartans comes in on around 300. What a great score from you, taking the top spot away from some other big contenders in this one. Fuan Frosty comes in second place on 289, and in third place Big Brain, who's been absolutely crushing this fantasy on 284.5. I feel kind of glad I came in fourth on 282.5. It's what happens when I can see the teams that I'm picking as opposed to not having any teams to pick and doing my guesswork. My boyfriend made me do this comes in on fifth on 276.1. Foot Easy 271. It's all the same names every round. You guys are so good at this fantasy. Izzy Rude coming in there on 263.5, only 1 point ahead of Villa Farrell on 262.5. Chichino taking ninth spot there on 254, and I Don't Like Cricket will be finishing us off in the 10th spot on 252. A couple of people getting close in the old 240s, having a bit of a look down through the 220s there. A little bit of a scroll to see how people do. Oh, man, it drops off real quick. I think picking the captains correctly has been one of the big blows in this tournament. If you don't pick that correct captain every week, and there always seems to be one standout, my God, it is a little bit hard to catch up. In terms of the team of the week, then, who are the best players that you could have picked? Starting out in the props department, then, Tom Francis from Wales scored you 16.5. Andrew Porter and Tamafuna from Tonga scored you 11. So if you have those picks, that's where you're going to get. I did have Tom Francis. That's why mine's up so high. Alice Genge not doing particularly well for me. Your best hooker of the round on 18 points. Only one person here. Oh no, two people. Sorry, Villa Farrell and Big Brain picking them. Dan Sheehan was your top hooker of the round. Your locks, which I didn't see a lot of people have, to be fair. Ian Henderson would have scored you 17, and Ollie Chesham got you 15 as well. So yeah, a couple of picks there that I didn't see a lot of people going for. In terms of your back row in the red bar, Gregory Aldreet would have scored you 18, Tulupe Falatau 17.5, and Luke Jacobson scored you 16. So all number 8s this round. Kind of interesting. No flankers getting into this one. All back rows are your number 8s. In your scrum half, in the orange, you can see everyone going one way for this one. Roygard from New Zealand scored you 17.5. Technically, there was one better scrum half. If you'd picked Lomani and made him your kicker, you would have scored 22. But if you didn't have him as kicker, he only scored 9. So I still think Roygard technically the better scrum half in this one. In your fly half shirt, your 28.5 was technically your best one in terms of your overall flanker, which was Damien McKenzie. Everyone who's got them in the 57 point there is because they made Damien McKenzie captain, and the one that's a 32.5 there was Fuan Frosty, who made Damien McKenzie also kicker, is how you get there. So Damien McKenzie across the board, even when you take into account kicking from some of the other fly halves. Your centre partnership, I don't know if anyone would have got these centre partnerships bang on for this one, but Moala for Tonga would have scored you 29. That is up there for like one of the biggest scores I've ever seen from a centre. And then second place was Choco Perez for Argentina, scoring 18.5. A couple of people did actually pick Anton Linnett-Brown, which really surprised me. He scored well. He scored 16.5, but having the option between Geordie Barrett and Anton Linnett-Brown, I would be picking Geordie Barrett all day. Some of you had some really good picks to go for Anton in that one. And then finally, your back three, the standout of the round, Lester Fainga Nuku. If you made him captain, that's where your big points were. He scored 41.5, double it up, takes you to 83, which is what most people got along the way here. And then joint second place, Will Jordan and Reece Zammit, both scoring you 30.5. And obviously, some people have made some of them captains and what have you. And that's what shakes that one up. There was a couple of very close mentions, to be fair. I think Storti for Portugal scored something like 26. I don't know who's picking a Portuguese winger for the fantasy and stuff, just, odds-on favourites and what have you. But man, that would have potentially been a superb pick going into this round. In terms of the leaderboard then, what is shaking up? I mean, I'm no longer ever competing for this top position, but Big Brain once again still holding out that top spot, even though not necessarily winning the round this one, on 1,448. Ludicrous score. Don't know how people are doing this. My boyfriend made me do this on 1,426, and then Foot Easy in third place on 1,386. I mean, there's like a 60-point gap between first and third. That's just absolutely wild. Big Brain's having an absolute stormer of a fantasy league. Juan Frosty climbs up one place, just climbing over that 1,300 marker. Chichino dropping down a place, but on 1,267, still a very, very respectable score. Phil holds in 6th place, very close though. Only, 15 points in that. A little bit close, potentially for a 5th place play out. Sparky Spartans with the top in the round this week climbs up 4 places up into 7th on 1,209. Villa Farrell climbs from 10th up into 8th on just under that 1,200 marker. Dropping down 2 places from 7th down to 9th on 1,188. And then PR Azevedo also dropping down 2 into 10th on 1,176.5. Your boy Mad Dragon, I did a better round this one. I was able to recover a bit. I've climbed up from 12th up into 11th. I've overtaken Kieranosaurus, and I am now just 2.5 behind 10th place. Maybe by the end of the tournament, I'll get back into that top 10 after my appalling round last week. That I didn't know who was playing, and I made all the wrong guesses. We'll have a bit of a scroll through for everyone to see their own names along the way. See if there was any mega climbers or mega fallers. A couple of big here. Lord Nicholas and Wostin Bach climbing up 18 and 19, and 61st international cap, please. That's an interesting name. Climbs up 17. I feel like every week there's new names that I haven't read about before when I do this. Who's that? Gunner climbs up 26 places. That's a big old jump for you, Gunner. Constable, once again, unfortunately going down 30 places. The fantasy just not going your way at this point. Bonjour, England, no chance of winning, climbs 24 places. Top Notch Rugby climbs up 15 places, though, up into 78th, still on that sort of 700 marker. As we scroll down, I'm looking for any major climber and fallers. Big Brain Kian's always down in the comment section, climbing up 10. Obviously had a better team this week, Kian. Going better for you. Scroll down. Oh, there's actually some low end swapping around down the bottom. No, so no like 80-point jumpers or anything. No one getting a super terrible round this one. But I mean, congratulations to Sparky Spartan for taking the round. It feels really hard at this point to take the round off of these top 3 guys as they're going on. And congratulations to Big Brain still holding out that #1 spot. Just quickly to check out the global leaderboards, because the guys in our pool are like our teammates for this one, because not everyone in the global pool's in our pool, of course. So let's check out how our guys are getting on. Big Brain still holding out in 2nd, only 13 points down on Ray Finkel, who's still holding out. I'd love to be able to see Ray Finkel's team. I want to know what they're getting every week, but only 13 points down. Big Brain still in with a big opportunity for this one. My boyfriend made me do this, climbing back up 1 place into 3rd place. Look at this. 2 people in our pool are in the top 3 in the world. That is absolutely outrageous. Foot Easy is also in there, climbing 1 place up into 7th place as well. My God, some of the guys in our pool are absolutely smashing this one. I'll quickly scroll down to see if I can see anyone else's name. Juan Frosty climbed 68 places up into 36th, and we'll sort of stop there around the top 50. But kind of mad, guys. 4 people. So if you're anything below top 4 in our pool, don't feel too bad, because top 4 in our pool are top 50 in the world. Absolutely crushing that one out. I'm finishing off this round in 416th in the world. That's okay. I'm pretty happy with that, considering I was 2000th at one point and I had that devastating round last round. But congratulations to you guys that are right up in the top spot as well. I'm rooting for some of you guys to take that #1 spot and hopefully be able to actually win the world rankings one. That would be pretty awesome. I hope you've all enjoyed this one today, guys. Of course, more preview videos coming out later in the week, because we're on to the quarterfinals now. I might even try and get some Rugby 22 gameplay out for the quarterfinals over the next couple of days and what have you. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel to keep up to date with all the latest videos. I'll see you all next time, guys. Bye bye.